You know, trying to predict crime is one of the toughest but most important challenges out there for public safety. If you get it right, cities can be smarter with their resources, maybe even stop things before they happen. But if you get it wrong, well, that's a lot of wasted time and effort. So the big question is, can modern AI actually help? A recent study put 4 very different AI models in a head-to-head battle to find out. And the results? Yeah, they might just surprise you.
So just take a look at this. This is the raw data on daily crimes reported in Chicago. This is not some smooth, predictable wave. It is jagged. It's chaotic. It's full of these crazy sharp peaks and sudden drops. I mean, one day you've got over 900 incidents, and another, you're down below 300. This is the reality that law enforcement has to deal with every single day.
So the big question is, can AI find some kind of hidden pattern in all of this chaos, something our eyes just can't see? Well, to find out, researchers basically threw 4 different kinds of AI models into the ring, using this exact dataset to see which one could best predict the future. It's a forecasting showdown.
Okay, so before we meet our competitors, we gotta understand the playing field. What makes predicting this kind of data so incredibly hard in the first place?
Here's the thing. Crime isn't driven by simple, repeating stuff. It's a mirror of incredibly complex city life. We're talking economic changes, social shifts, you name it. And all of that creates a data signal that's constantly changing. It's what the pros call volatile and non-stationary. And that, right there, makes forecasting a massive, massive challenge.
All right, time to meet our 4 contenders. And each one has a totally different game plan for tackling this messy data.
First up in the ring, we've got AutoARIMA. Let's call this one the veteran. This is your classic, time-tested statistical method. It's the old guard, you know? It's reliable, it's pretty easy to understand what it's doing, and it's great with simple, stable data. But the big question is, can this old-school approach really handle the wild swings of modern crime data?
Next up, meet AutoLightGBM, the strategist. This is a machine learning powerhouse, and its whole strategy is to not just look at past crime numbers. No, it's designed to bring in tons of external clues. We're talking weather data, holidays, local events, to find much more complex connections. Its strength is all about using that extra info.
And in corner number 3, we have NHITS, the deep thinker. This is a deep learning neural network. Now this one's different. It doesn't need all those external clues like the strategist. Its power is in its ability to just dig deep into the historical data all by itself, automatically finding these hidden rhythms and long-term patterns that other models might just completely miss.
And our final contender is TimeGPT, the prodigy. This model represents a whole new way of doing things. It's a foundation model. The best way to think about it is like a brilliant student who's already read like a million different textbooks before even showing up for this specific test. It comes pre-trained on tons of data, so it has this built-in head start for understanding how things change over time.
Okay, so we've met our competitors. Now let's take a closer look at the actual test, this proving ground of daily crime data from Chicago that's really going to push them to their limits.
And get this, the sheer range here is wild. So the average day sees about 721 crimes, but the quietest day, just 271, and the busiest day, a whopping 939. We're talking more than a 3 times difference from the low to the high. Imagine trying to staff and plan for that kind of volatility.
In these 2 charts, they show you the problem perfectly. On the left, that red line is the moving average. You see how it just kind of wanders all over the place? That tells us the baseline is always shifting. And on the right, the histogram shows that, yeah, most days are around the average, but you've got these long tails on either side. Those are those crazy, unpredictable days. All right, the stage is set. All 4